What's up, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now, today I want to discuss something with you guys about the leaks that we've been seeing with Call of Duty recently. I would say in the past, like maybe 2-3 years, leaks have been a massive deal when it comes to the Call of Duty scene, you know? Compared to back in the day where you would just get the game and the developers were able to, advertise exactly how they want to and, do things exactly how they want them to be done, compared to nowadays where leakers are getting information that I guess the developers never really thought they would be able to get, and they leak stuff early and show stuff early and get the hype going early. Now, there's two sides for this whole leaking thing. I know there's people who do enjoy leaks and who think that they're very good. I can't complain about them. I talk about leaks on this channel all the time. I see a leak, I chat with you guys about it, and we all know on this channel that they're never confirmed. We don't know if it's 100% true. We don't know if it's false. We just like to think a little bit. We like to throw ideas out there, speculate what the future is going to be for the next video game and stuff like that. That's what we like to do. So I can't say that I hate leaks, I can't say that they're disappointing, but recently they have been very accurate. Like the gaming revolution, for example. I mean, pretty much everything that this man leaks is pretty much on point. Like, he really does know what he's talking about, and he has a very reliable source that's telling him all this information about future Call of Duty titles. And I understand why people like that, because if it's up to the developers, we would never know what's going on. Like with Call of Duty 2020. If it was up to the developers, we would never even know what's even coming in the future. We wouldn't know that it's a Cold War time Call of Duty game. We wouldn't even know what the title's going to be speculated about. We wouldn't have any idea what this game is going to be, because the developers and Activision haven't even said anything about the game. They've been keeping it hidden. They've been keeping it away from the public. And it would be basically no information at this point, especially for content creators and stuff like that. That would leave this time period very dry, especially for commentary channels. Gameplay channels, they can go and continue to play the same game that they usually play, Modern Warfare. And I can partially consider myself a gameplay channel. I switch back and forth between live gameplays and back to commentaries and stuff like that. I like to add a little variety into my content that I put on this channel, just so it doesn't get stale and boring and stuff like that. I always like to change my commentary style, switch the video from live comms to commentaries, different games. And you know what I'd like to do. For people who've been watching me for a very long time, months to years, you know how I like to rock on this channel. But at the end of the day, I would say my channel is definitely leaning more towards the commentary side of YouTube content. And if that's the case, us commentary channels, it's been rough, It's no news dropping about Call of Duty 2020. Leaks are good and all, but like I said, not everybody believes leaks. Leaks and leak videos are usually just for people who want to speculate about the future of the game. If you really want commentaries to pop and you really want people to come and listen to you, there has to be legitimate info that's dropped by whether it's Activision or Treyarch or whoever it is. They have to actually drop info from their own mouths, so it's legitimate news and not just a leak. And then more people will come along, but they haven't said anything. They haven't said anything in the longest time. They're keeping it on the very lowest of low right now. They're not letting anybody know any news about this title. And it's making me think the hype that would actually be behind this game if we didn't learn any of the leaks that came from Call of Duty 2020. Would we still be as excited, or would we be more excited if we had no clue what the Call of Duty game is? We all just thought it was canceled because it's so late, since they haven't said anything about it or anything like that. And then out of nowhere, bam, they just release it, they talk about it, and then everybody's getting hyped. I wonder if it's going to be better that way compared to if things were leaked. Because just think about things in the past. I'm going to use World at War as an example. World at War was a great game. Outstanding game, had a solid campaign, had a solid multiplayer, but the one thing that I thought was really cool about that game is that nobody knew it had zombies. You see, to unlock zombies in Call of Duty World at War, you have to complete the campaign, and if you didn't complete the campaign, you would either have to hear it from a friend that there's zombies, or you would have to hear it from, I don't know, somewhere. I don't really think there was too many videos or anything out there that would really be exposing this type of information. You got to think back then on YouTube, not too many people were into, best class setups and this, that. I think the biggest thing that was on YouTube is just back then, like COD 4 and World at War, like glitch spots and, how to get out of the map and stuff like that. Things like that were pretty popular on YouTube. And then obviously the commentary scene kind of blew up and it kept going and going after that. But just think about it. Leaks really do kill off the hype of the video game. Because for me personally, like I said, when you complete that campaign and you see zombies locked behind there, you're like, holy crap, zombies. And it opens up to a whole nother experience, a whole nother atmosphere of gameplay for World at War that you never knew was there unless you played the campaign. There was no leaks. There was nobody saying, oh yeah, zombies is definitely going to be in Call of Duty World at War, but you got to finish the campaign. And then everybody's like, oh, okay, so you have to do that. And then when the game comes out, everybody knows about it. Nobody's excited about it. And it's whatever. You see what I'm saying? And same thing goes for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Could you imagine the hype behind Warzone? Yes, the hype was still pretty good. It's still extremely good. And it's probably one of the most popular BRs that's out to this date, if we're going to be honest here. But just imagine the hype behind that if we had no clue that Warzone was coming out. If nobody leaked it, if nobody said any information about it, and then out of nowhere, just out of the blue, bam, Warzone drops and everybody's like, holy crap. You remember how they had it all prepped out? Do you remember how they were trying to release Warzone, how they had the classified section in the main menu and nobody knew what it was? But then, of course, the leaks came out and automatically exposed it and stuff like that. I feel like the hype would be so much better if leaks were not in the picture. If the developers could release stuff at their own pace and build their own story off of what they're trying to do. And I feel like people would anticipate that a lot more than having it spoiled for them way earlier. Now, like I said, I do agree, leaks are very cool. They do give us information, especially during dry times. It keeps content creators going, especially commentary channels, and it gives people hope for the future of Call of Duty because, like I said, at this point, if nobody leaked anything about COD 2020, I'm pretty sure over half the community would think that the game was canceled already. But since leaks came out, obviously everybody knows about it and stuff like that. I understand why leaks are good in a certain way. But it comes a certain point where it really does kill off the hype. Like, seriously, there's a lot of games back in the day where leaks weren't a thing, and developers were actually able to be creative with their video games and plan certain things for the community to enjoy and hide certain things as well, so you can, experience those events live and in action without having them spoiled for you and stuff like that. So like I said, there's two sides of leaks. Now, once again, I want to make sure that I'm stating this clear, that I'm not saying that leaks are a bad thing, and I'm not saying they're a good thing either. To be honest, I just kind of want to put this commentary together to hear your guys' opinions on what you guys personally think, because like I said, this topic is going to definitely be mixed. I don't think it's going to go one way or the other. It's definitely going to be people who are on one side or the opposite side. And there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be on, like I said, one side or the opposite side. Because, like I said, some people don't like these games to be spoiled. Some people like for their experiences to be fresh. They like to find stuff out on their own. They like to find glitches on their own and stuff like that and find hidden things inside the game on their own. They don't want things to be spoiled for them early. But on the other side, there are people who want to know this information, who are craving this information, who want to know what's coming up next with Call of Duty, who wants to know what's going on in the Call of Duty scene or just any video game scene in general without having to wait months and months for the developers to go out and openly say what's happening with the video game. But my final opinions on leaks are pretty simple. Like I said, I like them. They help me for content. But as long as they don't go too far to exposing the whole game and all the hidden things that are fun and exciting to figure out and stuff like that, I think it'll be cool. Like Warzone, for example. I don't really completely agree with the gaming revolution for exposing what Warzone was before it actually released. The game is already out. Modern Warfare is already there. We're already having multiplayer and campaigns, spec ops and stuff like that. I feel like at that point they should have just let the developers go on with their own plan of releasing Warzone. But for things like figuring out the next Call of Duty title and stuff like that and knowing what it's going to be about, especially after waiting months and months for the developers to actually tell us anything about this game, it's nice to have some details. And like I said, you're not forced to listen to this. You're not forced to hear the leaks, see the leaks, or anything like that. That's all your opinion. And also, you got to keep in mind, leaks aren't always true. So even if you do see the leaks, that's not 100% positive that that's going to be what the game is all about. It could be something completely different. But when you're looking for the future of Call of Duty and you want to know what the next Call of Duty game is, it's cool to have things that you can speculate around and kind of toss ideas around with. So you can spark conversation, whether it's for content creators to spark conversation with their viewers or just friends to spark conversation about the next Call of Duty game or something like that. It's just nice to be able to discuss what's coming up next. But when it comes to hidden things, like I said, the Warzone thing, or like in Call of Duty World at War, the zombies, where it was hidden, you had to finish campaign in order to get that. Things like that, I would prefer if leakers just kind of minded their own business, didn't really dig too deep into that stuff because those things are cool to release to the public when the developers want to release it. Like I said, the game is already out. It's already there. You know, we already have our hands on Modern Warfare. I don't think it's really a necessary need to leak all the in details of what's coming to the future of that game. But I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comments section to let me know what you guys feel about leaks in Call of Duty games. Do you think it's good that they're in these games? Do you think it's good that we have some reliable leakers to give us information about the upcoming Call of Duty titles? Or do you think it's bad? And do you think that it's basically ruining the experience for a lot of players and it kind of reduces the hype that could really be happening in the current game? But guys, if you enjoyed today's commentary, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you hated it, by all means, go ahead and dislike it. If you're brand new and enjoyed the commentary, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, you can follow me over on Twitter, @JbowenDaMan. And if you want to catch me live stream, I do that over on Twitch, @JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.